Okay, hey everyone, and welcome to a brand new Class 66 Rocks layout update. Now, this update is for September 2017, so this particular video I am filming on Tuesday the 13th of September. So by the time you watch this, this will have been pre-recorded, ready for you guys to watch as soon as I make the video public. So, I'm just going to show you the update progress for this month. Now, we were planning on working on the layout for the rest of the week, but due to work commitments and my nan being back in hospital again, as this morning we had to have the ambulance out because she dislocated one of her hips that she had replaced quite a few years ago. So she's now back in hospital again, and also while she's there they want to investigate if her cancer has spread anywhere else, because at the time of her operation a few weeks back, as you pre-heard me mention, they thought that it had gone secondary and there's something still amiss that they want to investigate. So while she's in hospital they're going to do that. So I'm not too sure how long she's going to be in hospital for. Hopefully she'll be out soon and she has a quick recovery. So like I say, we've had to put the progress just on hold. We might be able to do odd little bits and pieces over the weekend, but obviously we'll have to go visiting my nan in hospital, so it probably won't be much progress at the moment. But anyway, I'm going to tell you what we've been up to this month. So this month, as you can see, we've made quite a bit of progress. We've started putting down the sky paper, which we purchased from Trident Trains, and I'll show you which one it is in just a moment. So as you can see, it's the sky paper with the clouds by Peco. As you can see, we've gone quite a way around with that. 5 rolls to be exact, so we've got to go to Trident Trains and get some more at some stage, which I think will probably be the week after next week, as I've got a full week off work. So I'll just show you which sky paper it is. So I've saved the code here, which is large SK19, just so we know which one we've purchased, because Peco do different sizes, so we just want to purchase the right one. So as you can also see, apologies about the bit of a mess on the layout, so I'll just move these local accessories out of the way, then I can show you what's under here. So as you can see under here, we've started to ballast over the viaduct. We're not going to go any further just yet, as we want to get the top end finished first. We've also started to install a level crossing just there. Now I think this is a Wills or ratio one, I can't remember which one it is, as my dad purchased it from Trident Trains when he last went up. So I don't think we've got the packaging anymore, but anyway, it's going to be a really good level crossing, and it was one of the better ones, so I'm thinking maybe it's a Wills. But if you do know, please leave your comments below. I mean, I should know really, but I've completely forgot. So I'll just place that back on there just for a moment. Okay, so the next thing you can see is we've now ballasted all the way down here with the track. So the main line's done, it's glued, it's dried. I mean, it did take quite a while to get it to dry. And then we've had to go over it yet again because some parts of it didn't dry. So we've sucked all the loose ballast up with the hoover, obviously once it's set solid, so we could see any gaps that were left to do. But as you can see, if I touch it now, it's completely dry. So all the ballasting work is now up to speed. Now another thing which we've started to do is we've started to install the road. Well, I'll just move out of the way a moment just so the light catches up there what I want to show you. So as you can see, we've started to install some balsa wood and chicken wire just there across the tunnel, so that's going to be a road, as you can see. We've also started to come across here with the chicken wire. Well, we're going to come across here with the chicken wire, we've got up to there actually. So that's where the plaster bandage is going to be going over to start the scenery, and also we've put some chicken wire just at the back of there. Now the farm scene, which you see up there, the Hornby Scaledale buildings, along with a tool that's holding that piece of chicken wire there, that is going to be our farm scene. Now the Scaledale farmhouse, and we're planning on moving a bit further back. If you see that gap just at the back over there, we've got to put some more baseboard in. So I'm just going to show you, if I come over here actually, just so you can understand what I'm saying. So I've just moved the house a minute. So as you can see, we've got a gap here. So we're going to install some more MDF board and put some more supports in. So as you can see, we've got these little offcuts here that we've cut to support the road system. We're also doing that to support this board here. So you can just see underneath there, just behind the chicken wire, we've got some as well. So when the house does go back on, the house is going to be going at the back here. So it just creates a bit more room for this farm scene that we're creating. But for now, we're just going to place the house back on there. Because obviously we've laid it out sort of how we want it, compared to the old layout, which we've had to change quite a bit. So it's not going to be exactly the same, because if you remember, we used to have a little bridge on the old house layout. A road ran under it and the trains ran over the top. Now we've had to modify this layout, so we've now got a road that runs over the top of the tunnel, but it still contains some of the old aspects of the old layout, as you can see. Now we've also started to place the engine shed down as well as the coaling stage and the goods shed and the loading gauge just there. Now these aren't glued down yet, as we've got to drill the board to put a grain of rice bulb under. Well, these buildings are actually pre-done, so all we have to do is drill a hole in the board and sink the wire through, ready to connect the electrics for the lighting to work. But we haven't got that far just yet, so that will be coming in a later update. Now another thing which we've done is we've glued this platform edging down as well, as you can see. Now that's got to be painted at some stage, but I'm not entirely sure when we'll get round to doing that. And also we've got some more platform edging to install on this other line. That's currently downstairs waiting to be painted, and then that'll be stuck onto there, so then that'll start the platforms off, and then the station can start to take shape after that. But as you can see up that end of the loft, it still needs a lot of tidying work doing to it. So this board eventually will be the Scottish layout, but we were discussing it the other night between myself and my dad, and we said, well, say you keep jumping from one end to another, or starting from the back and working your way forwards. We're going to start at one end and we're going to do it in quarters. So we'll maybe have one quarter up to the engine shed, and then this middle section here, then this bit just here, and then we'll start work then around this area where the viaduct is. So hopefully in the next update I'll be able to show you a bit more of what we've been doing, so you probably get to see the plaster bandage on next. But like I say, because my nan's back in hospital, I'll try and do what I can, and then I'll just keep updating as and when. But that's it basically, the Class 66 Rocks layout update for September 2017.